Moving on to North Korea, it has ratified a defense pact with Russia, a North Korea-Russia defense pact. This deal was signed in June. That's when Russian President Putin visited Pyongyang. The two countries have now ratified it. According to this deal, both countries will come to each other's help in case of an attack. If one is attacked, the other will help. Basically, it's a military alliance. Are they doing it already, though? That seems to be the case in Ukraine. Russia is planning a counter-offensive in Kursk. It's a border region that Ukraine captured in August. Moscow wants to take it back, and it is amassing more than 50,000 troops to fight. Most of them are North Korean, apparently. Will this change the course of the Ukraine war? Our next report tells you.
Russia and North Korea, they are the new BFFs amid a changing world order. In June, Putin landed in Pyongyang. It was his first visit to the country in 24 years. He got the fanciest red carpet welcome. And it's here that the two countries signed a defense treaty. It says that both countries will provide immediate military assistance to each other if either one of them faces aggression. Last week, Russian lawmakers voted to ratify the deal. Putin signed it, and now North Korea too has ratified it. In simple terms, Moscow and Pyongyang now have a military pact that's almost like an alliance.
Are we going to hold military drills with them? Let us see. We can hold the drills too. Why not? There is the 4th article which deals with the mutual assistance in case of an aggression from a different state.
Does that mean they would fight each other's wars? Well, Western intelligence says they already are. According to the US and South Korea, at least 11,000 North Korean soldiers are in Russia. They've been sent to the front lines to battle Ukrainian troops. Most of them have been deployed to Kursk. It's a region in Russia, but has been under partial Ukrainian control since August. Ukrainian President Zelensky says Moscow has assembled 50,000 soldiers in Kursk. Most of them are North Korean. It's to launch a major assault.
The first battles with North Korean soldiers open a new chapter of instability in the world. Together with the world, we must do everything to ensure that this Russian step toward expanding the war, toward real escalation, that this step of his becomes a losing one for him and for North Korea.
Moscow is yet to comment on this. North Korea too hasn't said anything. But Zelensky isn't too happy. He's condemned the weak response of the West. Meanwhile, NATO and other European nations remain wary. The presence of North Korean troops means a third country is involved in fighting a war at their borders. For South Korea, there's a bigger worry. It's technically still at war with its northern neighbor. So Pyongyang's growing cooperation with Moscow has raised fears. Seoul is worried that North Korea may get nuclear technology from Russia in exchange for this help. So South Korea is aiming to boost cooperation with Ukraine. President Yoon Suk-yeol warns he may send weapons to Kyiv. But these threats aren't deterring Russia or North Korea. The Moscow-Pyongyang relationship goes back decades. It started in the 1950s with Kim Jong-un's grandfather Kim Il-sung. In between, they grew apart. But now, things are back on track, and the two countries are signing deals to prove that point, including this mutual defense pact. Which brings us to the question, how far does this no-holds-barred friendship go? Well, there's nothing organic about this. The two countries may seem like BFFs, but they both have their own motives. For Putin, it's a new ally, a steady supplier of military weapons and now soldiers. For Kim Jong-un, Russia can help upgrade its nuclear technology. It can also help in food and fuel supplies. So there's a lot to be gained. But both sides also have a lot at stake. And not just them, the West as well. Because this new partnership spells doom and danger.